everybody. I kind of cut my little song short there, but I didn't mean to. But good evening, everyone. I hope you're all right. I hope everyone is okay. I'm trying to get into my Facebook at the moment so I can see all of your comments as they come in, but I'll be able to track them here on the phone. But look, my fingernails are terrible. Anyway, it's lovely to be with you. It's lovely to see you all, even though I can't see you. It's just a turn of phrase. Right, so I'm just trying to get into my Facebook here as I chat with you. So I shall just select that and try and get a password sent to me and everything will be fine. But anyway, I hope you're all okay. If I tap on that, I should be able to go to the stream and see. By the way, I'm just going to turn up this light as well. You never know until you go live whether the light is on the right settings. So let's just have a look at that. That seems to be okay. That seems to be okay, which is great. Hello, Katie. You're on your bike practicing your challenge. Very good. Hello, everyone. Says Arwen. Hello, everyone. Yeah, so you've got a lot of pedaling to do tonight, which is great. Now, I've got my code from, hopefully, from Facebook, and that'll be able to get me signed in. So I should be able to see your comments there. Right, so I thought I'd do a nice little live for you. I'm in Facebook, everyone. It's all good. Let's just take that down. And then I should, if I go to me, should be able to see your comments as they come up, but I can follow them on this feed as well. You know, when you're doing a live, there's so much to do. There's so much to do. There really is. And if you could see the state of my kitchen at the moment, then you'd understand just how much there is to do. But anyway, I've had a lovely pizza for dinner. It were great and I loved it. Nice tomato one with mushrooms. What's your favourite pizza? Let me know. Love talking about food. It's all good. Right, so I was on Hobby Maker on Sunday and we launched Quickies Part 1.5, which are the 4 new sets which are available in the Quickie range. And I'm just heading over to grab these out of my box that came all the way back from Hobby Maker. These are the 4 new ones that go alongside Quirky Quickies. These are all drawings by myself. You've probably seen these before. You might have seen these before. I'm just going to lift that camera up a little bit, just so you're not so close. So you've got 4 different ones. They are available individually. This is the Meadow, which is beautiful. Be using that. This is the gorgeous Daisy's Doodle, which I absolutely love. These are all little quickies that I drew whilst cooking dinner, which is quite easy when you're doing a pizza. You can just put it in the pizza oven. This one is Happy Home. And they've all got the positive and the negative. So your Happy Home, you can paint with this, you can have a lot of fun with this, or you can use it in the negative mode. And I'm just thinking where I've got all my samples. I'm going to have to go over and get them. And that is the Little Birdies. Totally forgot about samples and things. I'm just walking over to the other side of my kitchen like I always do. Put that box down, open this box, and let's see if I can grab some samples for you. This always happens on my live. I always think that I've got everything sorted and then nothing goes to plan. But it's all good. It's all good. It's just you and me. No, that's not the right one. I've got them all in bags, you see. Let's open this zipper bag. Are these the ones? No, they're not them either. They're probably in a box upstairs. Do you know what? This is me all over. I don't even know where they are. Are they in this box over here? You obviously can't see what I'm doing, but I'm opening boxes all over the place. Yes, here they are. Maybe I should just leave the camera on so you could see me wandering around my kitchen trying to pick different things up. Yeah, this is it. Bingo. Right, I'm coming back now just to give you a visual of what I'm doing. I'm walking back over my kitchen and I'm coming back to show you some samples which were in this bag here. So they're available. Now, I do need to tell you that there is 10% off everything on the website at the moment. So 10% off everything on the website at the moment to wish you all a happy new year. So you need to go to timestampcreations.com. And that's where you'll find everything. There's no code. It's an automatic 10% discount. If you're in my Facebook group, the Facebook code that we normally use has been deactivated just whilst we have 10% off everything on the website. So it'll happen automatically at checkout. So that will happen automatically, which is fabulous. So what I might do is I might just put up the full Quirky on the side of the screen. That's the full set of 10 if you want to go for that. You can pay via ClearPay, Klarna, and PayPal as well. So you can split the cost if you wanted to go for the whole lot. I have got them in individuals. So if you wanted to go for the Quirky Quickies Part 1, that's available to you. They're also available individually as well. So you've got Into the Night, Into the Woods, love that one. Jazz the Fox has been so popular. You've got Quirky Houses, again, another popular one. Don't forget the reusable masks as well. They're available at $4.99 if you want to go for those. If you want to go for the full Quirky Quickies first set, that's available, but they are all available individually. So let's show you some samples and then we'll get into a demo, shall we? Now, Glynis and Jenny, the design team, have been working so hard. They've done some great, fabulous designs. Now, we're looking at Daisy's Doodles here. So you can see that that is in the background there. We'll do a demo on that actually, because we mask off a certain area and I'll show you how to do that. So I had a few questions about that during the live. I'm going to bring the camera down just a little bit. There you go. So you can get up close and personal. This is a demo that I'll also do tonight, actually. It's a real fun one to do. And that's including the Daisy's Doodle. This one is beautiful. This is by Glynis. Look at that. With the this is by Glynis. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that lovely? I love the way that the circles have been used. Now you can do that perfectly if you go for the reusable masks that are available at $4.99 with 10% off. So you can mask off areas in the circles or even the moons and get that effect, which is really nice, which is absolutely beautiful. Let's see if I can find some more in here. I might have to run back to, do you know what? I'm gonna have to run back. You stay there and look at that. Isn't that lovely? So that's Daisy's Doodles. And remember, these are in a positive and a negative. So something a little bit different that maybe you've not worked before with using positive and negative. You can probably hear me rummaging through the box again. I've got to get these. I'm rummaging through the boxes. So I've got some beautiful samples, beautiful samples that I want to share with you. Right, I'm coming back. Dropping things on the floor, but don't worry, they're not breakable. Honestly, if I could be organized, it would just be absolutely fantastic. But I think I thought I was right there for a moment's time. So that's your Daisy's Doodles. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Let's have a look at your beautiful Happy Home. Now you have got with this, where did I put the actual stamp? You see, I'm asking you guys, you can hear things dropping all over the place, can't you? And they're just dropping. Right, so we're moving on to the Happy Home. Let's bring in the stamp to show you. It's just here. Do you know what this is like working here in my kitchen? It's like being on a train and working in the buffet bar. You've got absolutely no space, but everybody wants a full breakfast. That's how I feel. So have that picture in mind. That's what it's like doing this live, okay? I'm in a buffet bar on a fast-moving train and everybody wants full English. Right, so there you go. And I've got to serve it to them as well. Okay, so this is Have a Wonderful Day and Happy Home, Happy Heart. This is a beautiful sample. This is on stencil card. Stamp board. This is from Clarity. This is brilliant. I picked up some of this when I was down at Clarity the other week. And it's really beautiful to work with. There's lots of different shapes. So do go on their website and have a look for that. So I just basically did it on 2. You can turn these into coasters if you wanted to. So that's a sample for that one. Now, this is beautiful. This is by Jenny. Let's take a look at this. Here we go. Happy Home. Let's take a look at this. Can't even get it open. Right. Stamped on the front. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Look at that. Little earrings. Imagine making little earrings like this and selling them online on your Etsy shops or on many other online shops that you can go to. Aren't they beautiful? And then the little house just there. That would make a great gift. Or you could put a key in there. It could be someone's new home or something like that, which would be absolutely beautiful. I've got so many samples and they're just in, I didn't even think. What was I thinking? These are all for the first set of quirky. Oh, there's another one. Oh, this one's nice. This one is stamped with the this one here, the negative. That you can see the white showing through from the card underneath. You can highlight it as well with the Posca pen if you want to, or you could just have it plain, which looks really nice. And then that's with the addition of the meadow in there. So you can be as naive and playful as you like with the colours, but it's really nice. I like that one. So that's available for you. Let's move on to the meadow, which is just down here, and have a look at this one. So let's bring in the stamp set to show you. Remember, it's 10% off everything on the website at the moment. That's lasted until tomorrow. 10% off everything. So there'll be 10% off these. They are $11.49, but 10% off takes them down to around about $9.99. Okay, so some nice little cute samples here. The sun or the moon and the cloud, they're separate. So size-wise, 2.5 by 2.5. Inches, and you've got the sun or the moon and the cloud. These are separate on here. On the home stamp, Happy Home, you'll see that it's all one stamp unless you mask them off, but on this one they're separate. So you've got a lovely little example there of the meadow. This one is combining the Stargazer, which of course if you're going for the complete collection you'll get, and the meadow just there. Oh look, here we go. Isn't that lovely? So that's the meadow, and that's really nice because in that other sample that I showed you, here we go, I used the meadow to go around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. Can you see? Just there, which looks really nice. And again, I did that by using the masks that we've got for you. So they all work really, really well together. But if you wanted to go full for the full quirky, there you go, all 10 of them. I've not showed you the little birds yet, have I? Or did I? Did I show you the birds? I don't know whether I did. I'll go back to it. You can go for the full set. Remember, you've got payment options on there as well. Let me see if I've got some of the little birdies for you. I know I have. I know I have. Yes, 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 I have. Oh, there are all the samples there. You see? I knew there was somewhere. I knew there was somewhere. Look at that one. That one's using the Daisy's Doodles. Look at that, how they've been cut out. Isn't that absolutely fabulous? So that's using that one just there. Doesn't it look brilliant? So let's go back, because I can't remember what happened 5 seconds ago, let alone yesterday. Where are we? I think I've not put it on there. There's Daisy's Doodles, there's Happy House, there's Meadow. Right, I don't have the QR code in my live shopping, but no, I haven't. Okay, well, I'll just leave that one on the screen, but I will show you some samples for the birds. Let's see, here we go. This is lovely. So this is, again, the positive and negative. You've got quirky birds do crazy things and a little bird told me. So here are some samples that you can see there. Nice and clean, just using the stamp, just masking off an area like a ribbon. In fact, if you want to stamp onto ribbon, you can do, which would be really nice. That's using the negative and the positive just around the outside. So doubling up there. I'm glad I've got all these samples out because I can finally sort them. There's that belly band style again, but with a little bit of colour on either side. And there you go. This is by Glynis. And you can see here, look at that. Crazy birds, quirky birds do crazy things. Just stamped over and over again. Isn't that great? I think that's brilliant. I really do. And a couple of more samples just to show you in the, because if you like making jewellery, look at that. That's from Tiles, part 2. Isn't that lovely? Again, that's another one from Jenny. Here's another one. Look at this. Now, this is really strange because I've got a painting in my lounge that looks just like that with the colours. But there you go. Doesn't that look nice? Some earrings. And that's using the Meadow. Again, you can pop that up. And then the one that I've just showed you with the little birdie for. Again, being able to sell these on Etsy will be fabulous. Right, I'm going to have a look at your comments. And I'm just going to show them on the screen. So your comments will come up there so everyone else can see as well. Okay, are they both stamp board or just the back, Janice, please? Is that going back to this one here? So these are both stamp board. So I just got 2 stamp boards and then I put them together like that, which I think you can just use one if you want to, but I really like that. Hi, Jenny, good to see you here as well. Any other questions, just pop them in the chat and hopefully I'll get to your questions. Okay, let's have a bit of fun, shall we? Let's do a demo. No, I don't know where to put all these samples. I've got so many, but you need to look at something while I get ready for a demo. Okay, so what I want to do is do the little fence demo. We can do 2 things. We can do 2 things here. Let me grab some card. So we'll get some little card there. And I do have a label somewhere. Let's put that over there. One day, I shall be so ready for everyone. You won't know what's hit you. She's kind of aggressive, isn't it? Because you'd hopefully know what's hit you. I don't want anything to hit you, but you know what I mean. Okay, so we've got a label. We have got a piece of card, just 1 piece of card. Yeah, 1 piece of card. We have got some lovely backing. These are from Clarity. I'm quite naughty when I go down and have a look around. I'm like raiding the cupboards, but I just think these are fabulous little cards that fit the, what are these? 3.5 by 3.5. You can see that just looks perfect. That's what I use to front some of these cards on, you see, and they just work beautifully. So we've got those to work with as well. But what we're going to do is take not a label, I can't even think what that's called. Not a label, a tag. Right, okay, we'll get started now. Thanks for your patience. Oh my days. Oh, hello, Amanda. How are you? Bumped into Amanda at the garden centre, and she was doing a workshop with my stamps. I couldn't believe it. It was brilliant. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just fold this, and I want those folds to be very creased, and you'll find out why. So we'll fold that again. So I'm not can't say it, Constantina. I'm folding it. I'm not going zigzaggy. Right, let's pop that there. Okay, tag. Thank you, Sue. A tag. Thank you. Right, so that's that done. I'm going to do the same to this. Okay, so we'll fold it. It's a nice little textured tag. And we'll fold it again. So this is going to be a double whammy. And we'll fold it again. And we'll fold it again. Doesn't have to be even. Don't worry about that. Deep pan, crisp and even. Okay, that's good. So we've got 2 pieces of whiteness. So we need to get some colour on there. And I'm going to choose, let's see, I'm going to go for green. And I'm going to go for brown. And I've also got, this is oxides, and I've also got some distress ink as well, walnut stain, and a Mike Blue, and big old Posca pen. Okay, here. So I'm going to take the green pine needles, and I just want to place it. I'm going to put it on the mat first and then bring it on. I'm not worried too much about how much it gets covered. Just want to bring it on. The more random you are, I think, the better. And if you think, oh no, there's a big blob there, who cares? Let's bring it on and just bring some on here. So that's good. Put a bit more on if you want to. Just remember, the more you put on, the more that, you know, the ink's going to set into that, the more limited you'll be with time, but you can always dry it. Let's put some here. See those cracks appearing now? Sounds like my career. No, I'm only kidding. Can you believe this time last year, Timestamp Creations was not a thing. Was not a thing. And now we're going into 2026. I've got a birthday coming up, personally, but also Timestamp Creations' birthday coming up. And I'm in 2 magazines in March, so that's exciting. There's lots of things going on. There's lots and lots of things going on to tell you about as 2026 comes into fruition. Okay, that's the green. Love that distress look. Yeah, it's really cool, isn't it? I've always got a rag with me as well. I could use that ink, but I'm not going to for now. So we've got the green on there. Now you could start with brown if you want to, and then I'm going to get some brown. This is, well, gathered twigs. That's quite apt, really, because you probably can tell what it's going to be. Let's just get some more on here and bring it on. Bring it on. Put some more here. Things like this that I'm doing now, I kind of just come upon by accident. I'll stamp something, it doesn't work, and then I think, well, what can I do with it? And the best thing you can do with anything that doesn't work is just grunge it up and see what happens. Okay, so we've got some brown on there in patches, but that's intended. And we'll get some more brown on here. Okay, we'll do this. Magazines, that's exciting, Jenny. I know. I've got my work cut out for me. Yeah, 2 magazines. I won't reveal which 2 they are just yet, but I will tell you, so you know. But yeah, I've got my work cut out for me to do those. That's it. Bit more on there. That's it. Like that. Okay, so that's looking quite grungy, which is great, but we're going to grunge it up even more. And I'm not choosing this distress ink over oxides at the moment. It's only because I've got this colour, and that's why I'm using it. Hello, Dawn. Hope you're well. Nice to see you nice. If you are watching on my YouTube channel, by the way, subscribe. And if you're not watching me on YouTube, please subscribe. The more people I get, the more things I can do, you see. And it's free to do so, and I don't bombard you with spam or anything like that. And that is Janice Phillips Live on YouTube. So with this, I'm just going to go straight down. Go across as well. The grungy, the better. See that texture on there? Doesn't that look great? We could just bring this down. We'll do the same with this one, which is great. Maybe a little bit over that way and down again. Now, if you think to yourself you've put too much on there, okay, or you can start to see these lines, don't worry. What we can do is either leave it because it looks natural, or you can go over it with a cloth and just knock it back a little bit, okay? And we can do the same with this one. And then if we want to go even further with the kind of like knocking back, as it were, I'm the sort of person that just picks up anything that I've got. If you've got some gesso, it'll work. If you've got some like white acrylic paint, you can also use that. But this is just a big old Posca pen. I'm not worried too much about getting it, you know, dirty or whatever. And that just kind of knocks it back a little bit. We'll do the same here so you can see. And then just let it dry for a second. And then I'll just go over that and go over that. Okay. So we have got 2 wood fence style panels. One is in a tag, and the other one is in a piece of card. So we'll pop that one to one side at the moment and just, I'll tell you what, take a look at that. I'm just going to get my heat gun on it just a little bit, only because I put the Posca pen on there and it's a little damp. Just to dry it off a little bit. You don't have to at this point, but sometimes it's better just to work with something that's not so moist. Right, there it is. There it is. Then this is what I do. This is what I find work. If I've got a pencil, if not, I'll use a pen, but a pencil is fine. Scissors, got scissors. Let's just clean this area up a little bit. Okay. Right, so nice, like it. We then fold it, and don't worry, I mean, when you look at that perfect fence panel, I'm just going to fold it again. It doesn't matter if it makes another crease. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Don't get hung up on your creases. Okay, and then I'm just going to draw half a love heart, you know, like you used to do at school when you drew half a butterfly and you cut it out and then the other butterfly was there, or the other side of the wing. Okay, then I'm going to go round, moving the card, not your scissors. Okay. Let's open that up. So we've got a nice little aperture there, nice little aperture, and nice little love heart as well that we can use later on a project. So that's nice. I'm just going to go like this because just a few white bits showing around here where I've cut. So I just go back up like that, and then that gets rid of any of the white that was showing. Right, perfect. So that's good. Always clap of the hands when you're happy with yourself, like that. Right, now we're going to go for the daisies. Daisy's doodle. Daisy's doodle. Not the meadow, not the house. Daisy's doodle. Perfect. Then I'm going to look for something that I always lose, but I did put some tape on it, so I didn't lose it. Perfect. My mega mount. You can use a stamping platform. You can use anything you want with these stamps. They work really well. Now, okay, I want to do something else. I'm going 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 to get one of the masks. Okay. Okay, where have I put? I brought them down. Okay, the moons and mountains, set of moons, set of mountains, masks. They are available on the website. Let me just bring up the information. Okay, there you go. Okay, so there you go. That's what I'm going to use, and I'm going to position it over, just over the daisy. I'm going to get another ink pad. I'm going to choose a blue, a nice blue Mermaid Lagoon. We'll grab this. Put it there. We'll just go around there. Oh, I better use this for another colour. That's turning all greeny, isn't it? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Does it? Does that matter? No, no, not for the purpose of the demonstration. Then I go and get my poker tool. Tony Darrett gave me this when I was working at Create and Craft. I love it. Look at that. Stamps by me. That looks weird. It looks like I'm going to stab myself. I'm not. I love it. There you go. That's nice and white and crisp. That is going to go back on the masks. Neither I'm happy with that, but I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. Let's go back to the stamps. No, I'm going to do it again. You know, when you're not happy, you just got to do it again. Let's see if this is a clean one, and we'll just turn it over. Let me get that mask again. You know, when it's got to be right. Let's put that about there. Let's go for this again. It doesn't take a second to do it again anyway. There you go. I've probably gone on a bit too heavy, but that's nice. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. That'll do. By the way, is anyone watching Stranger Things? Don't give me any spoilers, but I'm on the last series. It's the best thing I've ever seen. Oh, I'm up late every night watching it, past midnight. I can't help myself. Can't help myself. Okay, so that's the reusable masks. At the moment, I'm using the Daisy's Doodles. There you go. Just pop that. Hope you can all see the demo okay. I can get rid of that. There you go. We can go full screen. So I'll put that there. Turn this over. I want that big daisy where the white is, just to highlight it. Okay. And this is why I like these mega mounts, because you've got grip at the side here, grip at the side there, and you can just pull it up because that puts the pressure in the middle. And we'll take that away. Perfect. Love that. I started being really organised with my stamps, and now I just keep them in bags because it works best for me. And you have to do what works best for you, don't you? If you've got a haphazard way of storing things and that works for you, do it. Okay, beautiful. Isn't that nice? Isn't that lovely? Right, we're all going to become Peeping Toms because we're going to look through the fence. And the fence has got that lovely love heart aperture. So we can position that. We can trim this. We can trim that if we want to. We could put that there. I want to see that Daisy Doodle. So about there. We can trim the bottom part off that. So let's get rid of that. This was a by accident demo because I did something and it went wrong, and then I just went and this appeared, and then I was like, oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Okay, so we're going to choose a colour for this to go on. Black will work really well. That's too insipid. That doesn't work. Does that work? No, that's too dark. I think we need a contrast, don't we? Where are we? Here we go. Need a little bit of a contrast. Let's bring up your comments on the side. Show on stream. There you go. So we've got all these different colours. Maybe that's not going to work. No, we need a colour that's kind of that work. No, that's too dark. I think a black would work really well. Here's a black piece of cardstock. No, definitely not black. White, it would work on white maybe. Maybe we don't need to have a colour going around the outside. Maybe just put it straight on white, because I can't really see a colour that is going to work with unless I've got a light blue, but that's still not that keen. Sometimes, actually, see, these are double-sided. That might work. Let's give that a go. Let's just have a look, see if it'll work. If it doesn't, oh well. Right, so we've got white, we've got this. Let's use, now this is, love to big up my mates. This is Janie's Originals glue. And I use it a lot. It's bookbinding glue. I find it works really well when it's, just unblock that. There you go. Come on, squeezy squeeze. Nope, hang on. Take that out. Can't believe it's New Year's Eve tomorrow. Can you? New Year's Eve. Oh, now it's coming out. Well, hey, coming out with a vengeance, isn't it? I know it's too much glue. It's too much glue. Too much glue. That's why. That's why. This is what I'm going to do. I'll put some on there. Take it off a little bit. And then take that, put that on the white. Oh, this needs to go on top of there. Then we need to glue this. I'm making a right bodge job of this. But we'll put that on there. Wipe away some of that glue. Sorry, I know you need to see it. I love the way that pops. Let's just get rid of that glue. Put that on there. Just press that down. didn't really have the wiggle room to move it, but I think you get the idea. Now, we need to have a sentiment on there. So a sentiment we shall have. And we'll go back to the Daisy's Doodle. And where is my... Where's my Mega Mount? I just had it. If anyone could... Oh, there it is. Maybe don't buy Mega Mount. You'll be forever looking for it. Okay. Do that. Now, if we were using this as the card, we could do lots and 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 lots of Hello Flower all the way around, but I've not got time for that. It would look good though. If I had more time, I probably would do that. And do you know what? We can try it. We can try it. Let's just cut that. I'm also not very good at cutting in a straight line, but that could go there. We could go... I've got a black pen. No, but I've got my ink pad. Let's see. Let's just do this. Take this. You could raise it with some foam pads to make it look effective. If we put that there you go. There's a card for your peeping Tom neighbour. There you go. I'm always using too much glue. Yeah, I know, Lucy, I always use loads and loads of glue, too much. But that could work. Let me see if I've got another one down here that I did. One that I did earlier. You know the routine. I think I have. Hold the line, caller, as I go through all of these samples that you can't see. Ah, yeah, here's one. And where's the other one? Okay, let's show you these. There's one actually on the fence itself, so you could stamp directly on here. We'll give that a go. So that looks quite nice. You put Hello Flower. That nice light green goes because you've got the white in between, which I think works really well. Or you could just stamp it straight onto some card like that and do some little doodles going around the outside. But if we wanted to put that on there, you could, I guess. And that would look nice with some green cardstock and making the flowers white, but they don't have to be white. I know they're daisies. You could colour them all kinds of different colours. So different ways of using that particular stamp, but that could work really well. Or you could get the stamp and stamp flowers all the way around the outside. That could have worked as well, but it was kind of nice focal point in there with that blue. That's really nice. So yeah, if you know Peeping Tom, that's going to be the perfect card. That's going to be the perfect card for them. Okay, so let's just grab this one just while we're here. Let's see if this works. Again, if you have just joined, welcome. Lovely to see you. There's 10% off everything on the website at the moment. No code. Just on you go. Have a look round. Postcards, stamps, the masks. They've been really busy today, the masks, actually. They're just so cool to work with. They're all 10% off. All you have to do is just go through the process, go to checkout, and off you go. If you want to get any of these stamps individually, then they are available, of course. Jenny, love the fence samples. Yeah, they're really cool, aren't they? And I know, Jenny, when you do these, you'll be able to cut them out. I mean, I'll show you one in a moment. I'm not very good at fussy cutting. I'm not very good. If you've got white ink as well, or white embossing powder, this would look fabulous. I need to get myself some white embossing powder to put on here, and that would look amazing. Now, that's just over that bit, but I want to cover the rest. So I'll just stamp it again, just regularly. And I'll just go, perhaps, hang on, let's have a look. Probably about there. Commit. There you go. Okay. So, brilliant. That's that. Let's just wipe away. What's that song? Wipe away the sun. No, that's not a song. Forget it. Right. Okay. Hopefully this, wait 1 second. Have a look at that. Isn't that fabulous? Let's just dry this off a little bit. So I'm going to use a jelly roll on there, and I don't know whether, if it's a little bit wet, it's not going to work. I have found if I've got like a high pigmented white pen, that works perfectly on here. Oh yeah, nice. It works and then it stops working because it gets gunked up. Great word, gunked up. I think also with these, your God, I was going to say acid drops. You don't want to do that. What am I thinking? You know, glossy accents. That's it. Please don't call them acid drops. See how that's popping out? Isn't that lovely? Again, your glossy accents would look amazing. You could use your white embossed powder on here as well. You don't have to do it to all the daisies because some of them could be like in the background, but I'm going to do it to all of them because I like to make them all pop. And if you find, obviously, if one is stamped properly, you can just simply go over it with a micron pen. It is Eve. I'll tell you what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm driving to Coventry to take all of the parcels from Hobbymaker so that they get put into the system quickly, because it's really difficult to get them to, not Hobbymaker at all, they're fabulous. Sometimes this time of year, to get the delivery services to come out to you, it's very difficult. So you know what? I'm going to go to them. So that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. It's near the Ricoh Stadium. So if you live nearby, pop round for a cuppa. Let's do that. So with the jelly roll, I find you've got to do it a couple of times for it to really pop. But I think that starts to look really nice now. And then you could, I know, let's grab You Are My Sunshine. Let's put Hello Flower back. Put that to one side. I would, if I had white embossing powder, white ink, I would definitely use it at this point. But I'm going to do this in black just for now, to give you an idea. Now, the other day, I was putting it down like that. You Are My Sunshine. I think it should be like that. What do you guys think? Do you think the words should be going up, or do you think the words should be coming down? Answer now or forever hold your peace. Peace, I said, peace. Okay, let's put that there. You Are My Sunshine. That worked quite well because we've got the Posca pen gone over that, which actually is not a bad idea. And then we don't want it right next to each other. So we'll just have that up there. And then we'll just go to that again and put that there. Go that again. Put that there. Oh, nearly dropped it again. And put that down there. There you go. Doesn't matter if it doesn't all show really, really well. That's not the aim of the game here. So, could doodle around. I know, I could turn that into a flower. That's not really going to work, is it? Because I think it's still wet. Yeah. When that dries, it's a little bit dry here. You could always stamp on top of this bit here. Just go over with a white pen. And then use a black micron. Yeah, it's just still wet. I know it's not working very well, but you get the idea. You get the idea of what you can do if you've got the right tools. You could actually, let's just try it. Let's just try it. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's just try it. It kind of worked. And then when that's dry, just colour the daisy Daisy up your hole. There you go, daisy up your hole. So that's quite nice. I like that. Up, going up. Yes, Dawn, you said up. Jenny, you say up. Brilliant. Katie, you say up. Sue, you say up. Then up it is. And then, okay, Jenny, don't judge me, but you could cut them out. Jenny does fussy cutting far better than me, but I give it a go. So you could actually cut them out and put them on. An entire ribbon in it. So you could do a gift tag to go alongside a card for somebody that loves gardening, for example, or you could do through the fence, and with a tag like that, you could give them some seeds or something, which would look really nice. That's just one way of using that particular stamp. But remember, they are all available. But that was, there you go, your Daisy's Doodles. There's 10% off. There's 10% off if you go to the website for the next 24 hours, 10% off. So that's going to give you £1.49 off that stamp. I'm trying to keep postage as low as possible. It's proven to be a little bit difficult at the minute, but I'm trying. So again, there's another one. I really like this technique. And you could use it with any of the stamps, really. It could be, for example, you know, looking through the fence and there's a little fox looking back at you, which would be really nice. And don't forget, once you've cut that out, you've also got the love heart to work with, and you can do lots of things with that, like you could put the birds on there if you want to as well. Now, when you've got the positive and the negative stamp, I'll just show you. I'll get the, oh, I know what I'll show you. I'll show you this. I'll show you this. Let's grab that. Let's grab that. And let's grab that. You know, another quick demo. It's coming up to 8 o'clock, so I won't keep you too long. Let's put those to one side, because I always have everything to clear up as well. Such a mess. Makes such a mess. Crafting won't be fun unless you're making a mess. I mean, I could just sit here for hours just playing away. I need to just, hang on, just need to wash my hands because I've got ink all over them. And I don't want to get ink all over this next little card. Okay, so here we go. This one, we're going to use the meadow. So let's just bring that one up on the screen for you. Right. And anything that anyone purchases tonight, tomorrow morning, of course, will be in the post. It will go. I shall make sure that it's gone. Okay, I'm going to get one of the masks. Okay, so this is my, I've had this ages. These are reusable and they're fabulous. I love using them. I really do. So let's get a fresh bit of card. Okay, I'm going to take that and I'm just going to place that. You don't have to have them straight. You can have them on the wonk if you want to. So let's just do that. Let's go for the blue. I've really got to sort my brushes out. I label them and then it just goes wrong. Then I have to scratch the label off, as you can see. I want a bit of this blue. Do we want blue? No. No, I don't want blue. Yes, I do. How's everyone doing? I can do another demo after this if you want. You see, that's turning green. And that's all right. So what I like to do to make it look like the sky, you kind of just leave gaps and then it looks like cloudy, doesn't it? That's what I just go over like diagonally, a little bit in there, a little bit round there, and then it kind of looks like you've got a little cloudy sky. So I always do that because I think that looks nice. And I can put, so again, if you want me to do another quick demo after this, I will do. But if you'd like, oh, come on, Janice, I've had enough now. Also, okay. Right, where do I put that? Put that there. I know it looks a little bit green. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Right. Meadow. We've got the sun or the moon, and we've got the cloud. And these are what we're going to use right now. So let's grab the round sun or moon. It doesn't matter. Let's just put that. I'm going to put that on like on a white spot there. Just there you go. Nice. Then we're going to get the meadow. Okay. I'm going to stamp this up. Put that in there. And I'm going to stamp this down here. I'm going to move this up in a minute, not at the moment because I don't want to smudge that. There you go. Okay. And then I'm going to go on that. And what I'll do is I shall get rid of that. And then, see, I love that cloud. It looks really good. And then just do that there. The little dots you can see, the little scribbles, they're supposed to be like little bees buzzing around in a meadow. Again, it was just a quickie doodle before dinner. Okay, so there you go. Again, I need to wipe under there. And there you go. So we've got that line there is not really showing. So what you can do, if you're a little bit fussy like me, is go back to your mask, all right, and just line it up again, about there, and then just brush onto it. You see, that defines it a little bit. Perfect. Again, these masks are available. You've got the moons and you've got the mountains as well. There could be watermarks. There you go. So that is it so far, but we're going to do something else. We're going to get the cloud. Now, I know what you're thinking. You've already done clouds. So what are you doing putting more clouds on? Here's the thing. Let's put it there. And then let's go there. Okay. Let's go there. You always do threes, don't you? Threes or fives. Okay. Now I've not lost the plot. I'm going to get, that's green, not black. I wonder it didn't work earlier. I don't want that, I want a black one. Here we go. Okay, right. Here we go. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go here, and there, and there, and there, and then put the legs on. The sheep. Because sheep always have one leg shorter than the other. When you drive by, have a look. There you go. Now you've got little sheep in a meadow, and we can take coloured card. That could work really well. You can pop that on there and just put a little sentiment, and that could also be a card as well. And I just thought that was really sweet. When I saw the clouds separately, I thought, oh, that looks really good. And again, just using that cloud, you know, sort of like in a slanty way, can just make a nice little cute card. And that's what these stamps are all about. They're just about cute little cards, simple cards. Sometimes you don't even need to use colour because the cards themselves really do the hard work for you. And to prove that, let me grab birds. Where are they? There we go. Let's grab a piece of card. Any card will do. Clean that. Get some masking tape, which I've put somewhere. Love a good bit of masking tape, me, but now I can't find it. So maybe I don't love it as much as I did. Where would it be? Oh well, if you don't have masking tape, we'll just use something else. I'm going to use a bit of this. Can't find any masking tape. I did have some. Anyway, let's just do that. Pop that there. Pop that along. Where are we? So you can see. Pop that there. Pop that along there. Where are you? Let me lift this up a little bit. There you go. Okay. Pop that there. Let's get this right. That's on there. 1, 2, 3. Keep that there. Put an ink pad on it. We're just making do at the moment because I can't find masking tape. 1, 2, 3. That might be a little bit small. So let's go back one. Let's go back one. Yeah. Okay. Let's put that on there. We're just going to hope this stays still. Wish I had some masking tape. Don't worry. Don't worry. Right, look, I'm just going to go for this because this is just getting ridiculous now. Right, there you go. What am I doing? This is what I'm doing. Going to get my ink pad. Okay, I'm going to go for the birdies. Up there. Go for the birdies. Get my ink pad. I'll just do this off camera. This is either going to work or it's going to fail. I don't have any masking tape, but there you go. Okay, let's just go there. Squeeze down. Tippy tappy, tippy tappy, tippy tappy, tippy tappy, tippy tappy. So timestampcreations.com is where you can go to, and you will get 10% off everything. You don't have to put any code in. Okay, let's take that off there. Line it up again. Please do this with masking tape. It's so much better. I'll find it. As soon as I've done this, it'll be on my head or somewhere like that. Okay. Let's line these up. There's no rhyme or reason where these go, but you could just kind of figure it out as you go along. Let's put that there. Oh, I see. Now I've gone on the wonk. That's not worked at all, has it? That's not worked at all. So in that case, let's just do this. Hang on. Kind of looks. Where's my masking tape? My masking tape. It's not worked at all. No, it's not worked at all. But anyway, you get the drift. Forget that. That was rubbish. And that just means always get your masking tape. Always get your masking tape. It's very, very important that you do so. Okay, we have got time for one more, I think. One more for the port. And what we'll do is we'll get tiny little one. And this is the stamp board. And she says, hang on. Yeah, I've got the stamp. Let me see if I've got the stamp first. Yep. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Hang on a minute. Let me get it. It's my little Jenny Wren from Bird Snapshots. My little Jenny Wren from Bird Snapshots. And here she is. She's only tiny. So we're going to use her. Again, 10% off if you head to the website. And I'm going to go for my set of masks again. And I'm going to go for the set of moons. Moons and mountains all in one pack, $4.99. However, 10% off if you go to the website now. Is that going to be too big? Nope. I'm going to have it that size, or I can have it, hang on, that size. No, I'm going to have it the big size. I'm going to do it the big size. Okay, let's pop that there. Then let's hope we've got the right. Okay, I want orange, I want red, and I want purple. And maybe a bit of blue. Right, so what did I use for blue on here? Let's see if I've got a bit of card. Yeah, this is a blue. Okay, last demo before I go. So I'm going to put some blue at the top, which looks green. That's yellow, so I'm not going to use those two. That's them out of the game. That's green, that's out of the game. Everyone's green. I think everyone I've used is green. Oh, what's this one? Note to oneself. Note to oneself, clean your brushes afterwards. Clean your brushes afterwards. Right, I want purple next. I can go from the blue into the purple. That's fine. That's fine. Let's go over there. Put quite a bit on and go back up into the blue. Put quite a bit on. You can always use your mask to start from. And I've got quite a bit there, but you see when you keep blending it, it starts to blend in with just a little bit of blue at the top. Probably got a little bit too much of that purple on there, but that's okay. The overall effect will look good. You can keep doing that. Keep doing that. Okay. Then I want red. Now I'm going to use that again, because the purple and the red will make a horrible brown. No, I'm just going to use it. I'm just going to use it just because this is a nice little quick demo for you, just to build up the colour. So we can do that. So we've gone from the purple into the red. And then I've got carved pumpkin. So I am going to go for a different one. Hopefully I've got a clean one. Yeah. Let's just put some of the orange at the bottom. And now it's looking like one of those rocket lollies you used to have when you were younger. And I can just blend those together, just like that. So that's a nice little colour combination there. So let's take that away. When you're doing these at home, take your time. Take your time. Don't rush like me. I just give you ideas. You execute them far better than me. And you guys give me ideas as well. Okay, let's go back to your chit chat. I'm yet to find a decent white pen. Where's mine? Here we go. This is what I use. This is Jelly Roll from Sakura. I love these. There's lots on the market, but I really like these. Okay, it does struggle when the ink's a little bit wet, but if you let everything dry, it's fine. It's beautiful. It's really, really nice. But if you've got any other suggestions, let me know. Okay, so let's take that off. Crisp white line. And that's why these masks are fabulous. Okay, I'm going to get little Jenny Wren from the Bird Snapshots, and I'm going to get another one from Bird Snapshots just here. Okay. So let's pull that. Jenny Wren. Here she is. Got a bit of something stuck there. That doesn't matter, I'll clean it afterwards. Okay. Little Jenny Wren. Here she goes. Bird Snapshots, that's what this is from. And this little Jenny Wren outside I was sitting on my sofa in the lounge, looked on the garden fence, and there was little Jenny Wren. She's beautiful. There she is. And what we're going to do is we're going to get this other stamp, which should be foliage coming down to go with the magpies. I'm going to turn it the other way. We're going to ink that up. And we're going to put that here. So that fence could now be a rock that she's standing on. Press down there. Just a little bit longer for it to engage. It's more at the sides that we want it to show than anything. And then we can just add a little bit more. How's that looking? That's nice. Isn't that lovely? There she is. There she is. Little Jenny Wren. And what we can do with that is we could find another mount board. These come in different sizes, by the way. This is a good size. Put her on there. And then you could perhaps get a black frame to put that on. If you had something bigger, that would look, let's move that out of the way. That would look really good because it's almost like she's on, she's on a mount board, isn't she? You could put the colour there, or you could go for a colour. I think that would be too dark, but it could work as well at the same time. But I always like something underneath to make it pop. So if you're going to use something like that, you could put that there, and then you could put a sentiment on it. You could do several like this because Bird Snapshots have several birds on there. All snapshots, magpies. Let's see if I can show you here. You've got the 3 magpies there. You've got the pigeons on top of the chimney pots, Jenny Wren, some treetops, the robin, the crow, and then a lovely bit of foliage there. So that's a good stamp set to go for. And you could do several of those, and then you could actually mount them. I'm just trying to see if I can find. I did do another one. I don't know where that is. Let me just ferret around in my trug, see if I can find it. Because I did several. I showed them on Hobby Maker yesterday. If not, I'll post a picture of it. This is me just going through. Hang on, hold the line, caller. Because at the end of the show, when you finish, you sort of get everything together and you leave, but you try and keep it as organised as possible. But it's never quite as organised as you expected it to be, and so things sort of like go everywhere, and then you find them later and go, "Oh, there it is." Anyway, I did another one with one of the little magpies, which looks really great. But I think that's really nice, and I think that works. Right, if you don't like fussy cutting, you could roughly cut around the flower and make it grungy with a rough, yeah, I could do with a rough edge. Love the sheep, thank you very much. Northern Lights, it does, doesn't it? Beautiful, thank you. I just think that's really nice, and I think the white sun in the background, it just brings it all together. So you can be fun and quirky, you can get rich with your colours, you can do something a little bit naive, make that stamp board into a coaster or something like that. So with that, I'm going to end the live. It's 1 hour 7. We've been together for an hour and 7 minutes, so hopefully I've not bored you. I'm going to, what's today? Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday, New Year's Eve. Thursday, New Year Day. I might do a live Thursday or Friday. I'll let you know. It's a bit haphazard at the moment, but I'm going to try and get as together with everything as I can. I'm just trying to sort it out. There's bird snapshots, 10% off that if you go online in the next 24 hours. So that's bird snapshots, one of my favorites. I love that. You can make some really nice, lovely little cards. I wish I had the other samples, but I've not got them. I'll post them online and let you see them that way. So thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the lives. And I will see you very, very soon. So thank you everyone for watching, and head to the website and go and have a look at what's on offer. Everything 10% off. You don't need a code, just make your purchase. You've also got Klarna, ClearPay and PayPal. And if you don't want to go and have a look, that's absolutely fine as well. You do what you want. Thank you very much, everybody. And I will see you very, very soon.